Excellent. Thanks for coming, everybody. Really appreciate you showing up and having a great time. And we're about to kick things off momentarily with a countdown.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
And welcome to another edition of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. Woo! Kick things off. We are going to talk about the SHIB Army, the only army, the one and only army for cryptocurrency, the only exchange that's worth talking about because of zero governance. Zero governance means no wages for employees. Woo! Don't have to worry about people making silly mistakes or spending too much money or doing reverse splits because you know that what that does. It adds liquidity. When it adds liquidity, you lose market share. When you lose market share, you lose money. So this is about everybody in SHIB worldwide making money. You're not into SHIB, I'm sorry, but you should be getting into SHIB. Now, this is not financial advice. Oh, hold on. I got my Discord. I got to put my Discord guys in. I didn't do this, so just give me a second. I'll get the banners going. Yeah, gotta get to create those banners, eh? Very important to have disclaimers so that you can't have any backlash. Because someone will say, "Well, you're an analyst, um, but I didn't hire you to do any analytic work." Yeah, that's where there's a problem because you have to have a backing, something that says that I'm your analyst, or someone saying I'm a financial analyst. As soon as you hear someone saying I'm a financial analyst covering SHIB, first thing you do is ask for their credentials. And why do we ask for their credentials? Well, because most of them are full of crap. Because this is below pink sheets, guys. You know what pink sheets are? Anyone have any idea? Anyone hear of the Wolf of Wall Street? Anyone hear of the Wolf of Wall Street? Anybody at all? Anybody? Oh, there it is. There's my banner. Yay! It's kicking. It's kicking. It's live. Hey, Prince. There's my trustee. Yesterday we had a few people in here. I think we had 12 people coming in. So big shout out to Prince. Big shout out to Rowena. Big shout out to Wena. Big shout out to Jason Cox. Big shout out to Disclosure. Right. Sorry. Disclosure, big shout out to Jason M, big shout out to Ethan M, big shout out to Leia, big shout out to Gabriel, Babe's channel, Wena, Rowena. Am I missing anybody? Dong, her family, Kate, Tintin, Casey, Leia, Gabriel, Trisha. I don't know if there's anybody from that's associated with me that's coming on, but yeah, if you're coming in, thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Make sure you give a big shout out. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Very important that you guys take part in tonight's events. We have some major burns to announce. We're up 49%. Woo! On burns. We didn't sell any tickets though for the raffle draw. That's boo. Hey Rowena, thanks for coming. Thanks Wena when you show up. Thanks. Wena and don't No, Ethan M came on yesterday, so that was good news. Big shout out to him. Big shout. Remember that if you don't come out, I can't do shout outs. It's hard for me to do shout outs. I have to remember everybody's name. People who come on all the time, like Ryan. Thank you for coming the other day. He was on here, so thanks to Ryan. Thanks to Jonathan. Um, who was the other one that came on? Clay Bro, if he ever comes in. Big shout out to Clay. Big shout out to Oscar if he ever comes onto the channel. I love to have them on. Talk about SHIB. We don't talk about Cardano. We don't talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the only other exchange that's similar to SHIB. Everything else is got governance. XRP, everybody like XRP, but the thing is with XRP is it's got governance. And as we found out, they made mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, right? There's nobody that doesn't make a mistake. But when you make a mistake in crypto, it's very, very bad. You have to do a lot to regain people's trust once you make a mistake. Um, and how would you know that, right? Well, there's so many that have gone under because of silliness. We don't have Voyager anymore. You can buy their stock and you can go on their exchange, but they are liquefied. They claimed bankruptcy 2 years ago, um, so they're gone. Uh, what about Luna Classic? Anyone know about Luna Classic or Terra Luna? Terra Luna? They went belly up. The founders of Terra Luna went under because there was a loophole. Somebody found the loophole and they didn't like it. So what happened was they ended up pumping out, minting 6 trillion coins. Well, they were sitting at 100 and something dollars a coin or a token. I can't remember which one they were, but anyway, they went right down to what was it, 10 zeros. Now you could have made a lot of money if you bought at 10 like point 10 zeros and bought Terra Luna. You could have made a lot of money because it shot right back up to what was it? And then they call it Terra Luna Classic. So Terra Luna Classic took on that responsibility. They branched off from Terra Luna Classic and went with Terra Luna, and then Terra Luna claimed bankruptcy back in 2023 in December. So if anyone was interested in the fundamentals of why we don't like, and it's not every company, it's just that you're prone to make mistakes and you learn from those or you get decimated by them. SHIB doesn't have that problem. SHIB is on its own. SHIB is 100% not owned by any company or organization. That's what zero governance means. When someone says zero governance, it's completely decentralized. SHIB is completely decentralized, but it's on the Ethereum blockchain. So to buy it, you have to pay Ethereum fees. But recently, BlackRock and Robinhood and Binance and Crypto.com have been buying it from the exchanges and then trading it on their exchanges. So they're taking ownership of it and then selling it to the people that are with them. So they get first dibs into it. Well, guess what's happening now? Ethereum is starting to realize this because now all of a sudden they're losing market cap. And that's their baby. They basically built SHIB on their blockchain. And SHIB was giving them so much money in return, and now they're stealing it from Ethereum. It's basically what they're doing. This is where that bidding war I was talking about earlier, yesterday and the day before, that Vladimir Buterin is going to have to do something serious if he wants to maintain his market share. So either he's going to have to step up his game and buy up a lot of SHIB, and then, but that means that he has to put out a lot of money. Unfortunately, he's going to have to buy pretty much 70 trillion SHIB. That's a lot of money to put up right now to buy up that much SHIB from Robinhood, Binance, and Crypto.com. Roughly around 70 trillion SHIB. So that's a lot of money. He's looking at millions, spending millions of dollars. not billions yet, but millions. Once it gets to about I think 100 and something, or just under 98, it's $1 billion. So yeah, yeah, that's insane that he would have to come up with that kind of money to, hey, or he loses market share. If he's willing to lose market share and have them take it from him, then he won't do anything, um, because it's going to cost him that much money. It's at least that much money, just under $1 billion that he'll have to spend to regain his traction. Because you can bet Binance is not selling it for a loss, and crypto.com's not selling it for a loss, and you can bet for sure, bet your bottom dollar down that Robinhood and BlackRock are going to be selling it for 2 to 3 times what they paid for it. So the only ones that they can come after is basically crypto.com and Binance, and they would own approximately, if they got it all from them, about 120 trillion token, to 120 trillion SHIB to get that going. So that tells you right there just exactly how far and how far in between that they would have to go. So I've been hosting shorts and talking about shorts for a while now. Um, yeah, I was talking about shorts and my videos, right? So recap the videos, and this is a worldwide 50-50 raffle. So educational platform. Don't have, once we can't host a raffle, we don't share the information. We do share this though, right? We do share the clock, 1 minute and 24 seconds to the raffle draw. So if we were doing a raffle draw, we would host it 1 minute and 20 seconds. Um, this will set fire to SHIB. 100% accurate. It will explode. It will blow your mind. Now, I've seen other people that talk about the 50-50 raffle saying that it's not likely that I'm not arrested already. I'm like, I don't get it with these people, but make a love shout out, 4 million in the house. Woo! Yeah, that would be awesome. We got 4 million in the house. That would be awesome. Everybody go to the website, check out the website and see what you can find. The tickets right now are 30,000 SHIBs per ticket. That's a little expensive considering that it is around 32,000 SHIBs per ticket right now. Yeah. So I got to go make adjustments to that price just so that everybody's aware that you get more SHIB with your money now because it's so low. Price is lower. So we're skipping to the market capitalization. So we're in number 17th. We're just under H bar. We're under SUI. So everybody's under the understanding that we are oversold. SHIB is oversold, but that shouldn't be any news to anybody, right? I mean, at this price, it's just ridiculous, but that's just the way it is. Um, and what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. Um, you want information that's new? All I have are rumors. Unfortunately, the I know that the prediction is that SHIB is going to climb through the roof. And the only way I can see that happening is a bidding war, which is going to happen eventually. But so is the markets, from companies and organizations that are going to buy SHIB. Anything that reduces, like when we get into this, we talk about this all the time. Anything that reduces its circulating supply, bringing in higher demand, drives up what? It drives up more demand. The more value you add, the higher the gain. So every day we're adding value to SHIB, but it's not being reflected in the price. Everybody gets a little panicky when they don't see that return on their value. But the truth of the matter is you just take a look at the wallet holdings. Hold on, I gotta hold on to your white socks, everybody. We're gonna get right into this because we're up 2,000 from what you just saw. Now, does that mean anything? Yeah. So hold on, boom, boom, baby. Yeah. Okay, so I took you off of it. Now I'm going to put you back on it to the website. This is the website. Okay, SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. So you have your educational, the community awareness, and the 50/50 raffle live events. And of course, you have your clock. Now, this clock is designated for 5:45. So, right now, if this was a live event on the raffle, we sold over 21,000 tickets, there would be a massive burn. After we would first have a winner if it's under 4,100,000 tickets sold. We only have one winner, and that winner would get pretty much half of the supply. Then the other half of the supply goes to the reduction of SHIB circulating supply. So this raffle, everyone that's in SHIB benefits from it. There isn't one person that's left out of it. Everybody benefits, and it's given back to the community. So it drives what? It drives people to the website. No, it drives people to SHIB. Period. Drives them to SHIB. Then it drives them where? To the raffle. Yeah, of course, it's going to drive everybody to the raffle because there's not a single person on the planet who doesn't want to make money. That's the whole purpose of a raffle, guys. And if you think that I can't host a raffle because of your demographics of where you are in the States, where you are in Canada, or where you are in the world, I'm sorry, but that's not, unless we get banned by a country. Um, and for instance, welcome, Jason. Good to have you, my brother. Good to see you. We're all part of the SHIB family. I hope you're doing well. I hope your health is improved. Yeah, no, we don't have any information and new information on Vladimir Buterin. He's very quiet. Like I said, he has to go talk to his team, and the amount of money that he's going to have to spend to get back into the game is atrocious. Around 120 trillion SHIB is what he's going to have to buy back from, because you can bet for sure that he's not going to be able to buy it back from um, Robinhood or BlackRock. They're just not going to sell it. Yeah, happy Friday, TGIF, right? TGIF, TGIF, TGIF. Woo! Everybody, right? Big shout out to everybody in the room. Big shout out to the world, right? We are here to provide you with information so that we can make you multimillionaires. That's why we're here. We're here to make you extremely wealthy. That's what the raffle's all about. And if somebody says something in your country, like the US, because you have certain rules and provisions on raffle draws, like 50/50 raffle draws, like in Louisiana, where's another one, Jason? There's so many. Wyoming, Texas, I think Texas, Montana, they have rules and regulations on who can participate in 50/50 raffles and what kind of nonprofit organizations can benefit or not benefit from it, because you have to register with the county or with the city that you're in for 50/50. But those are in fiat currency, they're in US currency. SHIB is not US currency. Okay, SHIB is on its own. It has zero governance, no wages, no administration, no CEO, no CFO. No matter what someone says to you about the SHIB ecosystem development team, they have no control over SHIB. SHIB was developed by Ryoshi. Ryoshi threw away the keys. He threw them away. God bless their soul. Right? What he did actually was amazing, because it's the exact same thing that what Bitcoin did. The founder disappeared. He completely disappeared off the map. No one knows who he is. They use fake names to present their idea, and then they backed away from it. Same thing with Ryoshi. He backed away from SHIB. He threw away the keys. So nobody has access to mint any more coins. They are gone forever. You need the 12 key phrases, those keys, those seed phrases, whatever it is that you want to call them. They're 12 individual phrases that would allow you to mint as much coin as you want are gone. Those are gone forever. There's no chance in Hades that anyone can mint any more coin from SHIB. So therefore, the utility is the reduction in circulating supply. That's our utility, guys. That's what gives SHIB utility. And that's why Vladimir Buterin, when he developed it for the reduction of SHIB circulating supply, of 410 trillion SHIB gone forever, $6.7 billion worth of SHIB, bye bye. Never going to come back. All right. So, everybody get that? You get that? So, what is the benefits of that? It's infinite when you think about it because every single organization can benefit from it. But they're not willing to take part in it because they're afraid of decentralization. Nope. Rules and regulations. Yes. What else are they afraid of? Country code of ethics. The country's stepping in and putting a stop to it, and then they're afraid that they're not going to be able to get any liquidity out of it. That's their number one problem. But if you got a supply that's reducing, you shouldn't have a problem. And this is where I don't understand the ecosystem development team, because if they were smart, they would have came up with a way to reduce SHIB circulating supply while adding more to their wallets all the time. Driving up demand increases their value. Increases their value means that they make even more money. It's just baffles me that people are that backwards. Um, don't worry about it because there's so many people that feel that the same way. You're not alone, right? Everybody feels that there's a discomfort in this because they don't understand the reduction part of it. But if you were to buy Jordans or Jordan sneakers or Coca-Cola, because there's so much Coca-Cola cans out there, right? And you were said that you could buy a can of Coke for 40, 1977. How many people would run out and buy Coke? And then they find out that later on, a little while later, we're not make they lost the recipe to make any more Coke, and there's nobody that can duplicate it. There's not a single soul that can duplicate it on the planet. So what's going to happen with Coke? Well, a scarcity starts to happen, right? Because now everybody's panicking. Remember what happened with COVID-19 with the toilet paper? Everybody started flocking to the stores. Why toilet paper? Above all else, you can't eat it. Why would you go and get toilet paper? Right? To talk about the biggest. Well, we can't wipe our butt, so we're gonna. It doesn't matter if we can eat. We can't wipe our tushy. We can't wipe our tushy. We can't do any paper. We can't do any work. I don't know the logic of that, but anyway, it's the same idea. So you're running out of supply. What happens? It drives up demand. Everybody was running out to grabbing the toilet paper because some yo-yo or somebody said something about toilet paper being scarce or M3 masks. But how many people went out and ran out and bought M3 masks? The only ones that did that were the organizations selling M3 masks to the associations, right, when COVID was going on. Because there was a scarcity for it. It's the same idea. You have less of it, drives up demand. Anybody was going out and buying a jug of what is it? D. Oh, doing your surfaces on your countertops, killing all your germs. Right? When you went to the store, they were $1.25 a bottle. Right? Put them on your hands to get rid of your germs or bacteria that's on your hands. Right? Well, all of a sudden, those bottles went from $1.50 at the dollar store. You couldn't get them at the dollar store anymore. They were being sold at Walmart for $10, $12. Like they jumped $12 just like that. What happened with SHIB? SHIB jumped $12 when people find out that 410 trillion SHIB were burned? No. Thank God. Hey, Jason, thank God. Hey, Prince, Thank God they didn't. It would be unaffordable now. That's the that's the thing. Yeah, Dollar Tree, Dollar Trees, exactly. It'd be like rampant, right? It would be like, wow. Well, can you imagine if it was Coke, right? Like how many people would be like buying enormous amounts of Coke and then trying to sell it for like on the sideline down the street, you got, oh, I got truckloads of Coke coming, hundreds of millions of cans of Coke coming. So because I know for a fact I can sell them for 50 to 60 cents a pop, and even more once they get lower, right? Once it starts getting lower, I can sell them for a lot higher. It's the exact same idea. You're just people just don't get it. They don't understand that concept. That they go, okay, if 1 million people, if 100 million people or 300 million people buy 1 million SHIB, you have no supply. Why? Well, you got 35 million, 35 trillion SHIB right now being held by India. Okay, they're out. Then you got another 100 trillion, another 120, 130 trillion being held by BlackRock and Robinhood. Okay, so that's gone. You don't have them anymore. And you look down the list and you're sitting there going, okay, 53% of the total supply or 55% of the total supply is owned by the first 40 wallets. So they control the supply. And then you have us, right? The rest of us holding hundreds of millions or just under hundreds of millions of SHIB. And then you have the people who just can afford 20 million, 30 million, 50 million and less. And they make up the lower 10% or maybe it's even higher. Maybe it's 30%. Who knows, right? But you got them to worry about. And then you got the rest of us are trying to buy, or the rest of the world trying to buy from you if they can convince you to sell it for, 403 even. It's like, please, would you sell it to me? I'll give you a hat. The bribes. The bribes couldn't continue to go on. Right, exactly. So what happens is no one can afford to pay you anymore. No, it's the fact that they want to buy it for nothing. Everybody want. I mean, when you go to the store, what is it? The first thing you do is go to the dealership. You got a car. The MSRP says $35,000 on there. What is the first thing you want to do? I want to get you know $3,000 off the price of that car, and then you argue with them or go debate back and forth that it's not. It doesn't have this. Doesn't have this. Doesn't have that. And you do your research on it so that you can get the best price for the vehicle you can. But when you're talking about brand new vehicles, it's very hard to talk them down. Prince was a salesman for a dealership, and he said the most that they could go on a new car is roughly $1,500 to $1,800, depending on when it came on the lot. So the sooner it came on the lot, there's very chance of getting any kind of deal. The longer it sits on the lot, the better your chances of getting a deal are. Used cars, you get a better deal with a used car, of course. But remember, when you're talking about used cars, they don't have the same kickbacks as a new car. For instance, Jason, Prince, Rowena, if you went into a dealership, you want to buy a new car, you would notice that your percentages are low, right? 90 point less than 1%. But you go buy a used car, it's 7%. And then, oh, you got really good credit. I can get you one for 4.99%, but you're not getting anywhere near 1% or 0.9991. They're not giving it to you for that price, right? The percentages are higher. So there's a bit more leniency on how much you can get the car for. SHIB is the exact same way, except that you're the ones bartering with the people trying to buy it. So if they want to sell it for nothing, no, I'm sorry, but everybody's going to be lining up trying to sell it for. Like that's what I don't understand. I go, everybody knows Bitcoin Pizza Day. Does everybody know what Bitcoin Pizza Day means? Anybody? Anybody at all? Anybody in the room know what Bitcoin Pizza Day? When is it? I talked about it before in the videos. Anyone know what Bitcoin Pizza Day is? When it is? May 22nd. Okay. May 22nd, 2011. I think it was 11 or 2012. Just think 2012 could have bought Bitcoin at like 50 cents, right? Like 25 cents US. Holy crap. Can you imagine? Our dollar was almost at par, Prince. Like, that's insane when you think about it. But people, we listened to too many bureaucrats because they all told us it was a hoax. Don't put your money on it. It's not going anywhere. Geez, we would have stayed away and just bought, I don't know, 1,000. You'd be well off right now. But we have SHIB. Hey, we have SHIB. SHIB's better. Yeah, if I only knew exactly, Jason. If I only had a crystal ball back then, that was good instead of the 8 ball. Am I lucky? Right. Exactly. So yeah, there's no news out, guys. I'm so sorry. I was looking through. There's a lot of speculation going on. We could get into the speculation play all you want, but that's like fantasy land. No one wants to hear someone else's opinion on what's going on. I do know that Vladimir Putin has to make a call on what he's going to do, but that's that could take a couple of days, a couple more days. I was thinking by the weekend, maybe Monday, we'd hear something about, and he probably won't say anything. He'll start buying it like Warren Buffett, because Warren Buffett, when he makes the announcement, he's already either in or out by the time he made his announcement. Warren Buffett said, "Get a load of this. I'm not buying gold." Okay, this was in 20. When was this, Prince? 2018, 2017. Warren Buffett mentioned he wasn't buying gold. I mean, not even 30 days later, guys, not even 30 days later, Warren Buffett came back out and said, I'm buying gold. Do you know when he said that he wasn't buying gold? That's when he stockpiled the gold. When he said, I'm not buying it, that's when he was stockpiling it. That's when he went all in. And then he says, a month later, not even a month later, he says, I'm buying gold. Guess what the son of a gun was getting ready to do? Unload it. So he was banking on people listening to him so that they would buy it so he could get out of it. Buy, like, that's pretty low, right? But that's what they do. That's what they do. SHIB doesn't have this problem because why? It's reducing its circulating supply. So when somebody says, I'm buying it, yeah, you're probably going to be buying it all right. Probably already bought it, thinking that it's doing the exact same thing that you can do with gold or Bitcoin, is to drive other people into it. But the thing is that SHIB is actually reducing its circulating supply, so there's less supply, so that it drives up more demand. So telling people to buy it is actually not a good idea if you're trying to make as much money as you can into it, because when it comes to getting in and getting out, it's a little different. You're going to be able to get out, but you could be getting out when it's not even getting close to the top. So you got to keep that in mind. Like, a lot of people think that when you buy SHIB, you're in it for the long haul, forever. It's like, well, yes and no, depending on how the currencies are paying down their deficit, right? Because SHIB is deflationary. So anything that's going to be deflationary, anything that drives up even more liquidity in the fiat currencies, SHIB should take off. In theory, SHIB should take off. So SHIB should never lose market valuation. And remember that everybody that comes into the channel, I want to make sure we're all clear on this. SHIB is a worldwide community. Everybody can make money in SHIB. There's no one that has to get left out. Everybody can make money in SHIB. So you have to take that in with in stride. So we are part of a massive family. We want to make sure that everybody has a chance to be extremely wealthy because of where SHIB's price is right now. You absolutely have that potential. Now, when SHIB gets closer to 1 cent to 10 cents, everybody's going to have huge expectations on SHIB getting to $10, $15, $20. because you're not going to buy it if you're going to take a loss, right? Nobody wants to do that. So, because what will happen is you'll have a snowball effect. By that time, people will be trying to buy as much of it as possible. And everybody says the same thing. It would have to have a market capitalization of this. Okay, so at $2 or 20 cents or 2 cents, if you had 5 billion SHIB, are you going to be able to wait and see your amount that climbs up $5 million every cent? Or whenever time it goes down 1 cent, you lose $5 million? No, I don't think so. What's going to happen is you're going to have to go in there and figure out how much you're going to have to pay in taxes. So everybody is going to have to pay taxes, right, on your capital gains. So you're going to go in there and you're going to say, okay, I got to pay this much in taxes. Why don't I just reduce the circulating supply of SHIB with it, claim it as a donation, keep the receipt? Okay, now you don't get a receipt from SHIB. You don't get a receipt from anything. You have to keep the amount that you use to reduce SHIB circulating supply with your wallet holdings. You have to keep that as a receipt. So you have to copy it, paste it, and then on your form where you sent it to the dead end wallet, you keep that as a tax deduction on next year's taxes. Okay? You can't use it right away unless you hold it for over 30 days. Just to let you know. But you want to keep enough in there so that you can set it so that you can take it out. So that's how you get away from paying taxes, because you can write off your losses against your gains. And when you submit it, you have to make sure, because once you buy an asset, it's looked at as you buy an asset and you don't get anything back out of it until you sell that asset. The problem is with SHIB burn portal or the SHIB burn addresses, that's gone forever. You can't sell it. Once you buy into that, the money is gone. So you have to keep the wallet address that you used, the amount that you used, and put it down as capital loss on your form. That's how you write that off against your taxes. So anyone who wants to do your taxes, and you go to your accountant, you go and ask them if you can do it, and they'll say yes, you can. How did you learn this? Hey, right? It's just common sense, is what it is. But you have to keep a record of it. If you don't keep a record of it, you're going to have to go back through your files. And why do it? Do it at the same time that you just did it, so that you can reduce the circulating supply. Now, every single person does the exact same thing. Everybody's thinking, oh, the supply is too high. If every single person that's holding SHIB did it, you have less than half the supply, the first round. Then the second round. And what price target is that? Everybody's got a different price target. Jason's got a price target over $3, right? I got a price target in mind. Prince has a price target in mind. Everybody has a different price target. Once it reaches that price target, they're going to start doing what they have to protect their asset. Absolutely. 100%. Everybody's going to be doing the exact same thing. You could stick it on a ledger. We could all fly to Dubai and learn the rules of Dubai, because you know damn well 900 of us or 1,000 of us or 1,000,000 of us fly to Dubai with our ledgers to cash out our crypto so we don't have to pay taxes on it. Uh, it it would probably put down a president, and we would probably have to spend a lot of money, a lot of money, um, just to pull the money out. Oh, we don't charge you any fees, right? That's the catch. We charge you no fees to pull out your cryptocurrency, but you're in our country. You have to buy a condo. How much is a condo? Uh, 30,000 or 50,000 or 100,000 or $200,000 or $300,000. Okay, and then you got to license it. Wow, I got to spend more money. You got to buy a car. You have to spend at least 3 months or 4 months here. See, the rules change, right? When you have money, things change quickly. So, and especially if there's so many of us doing the exact same thing at the exact same time, it would set down a precedent. Yeah, so 50 cents for Prince is his target price for SHIB. I know SHIB Shady. SHIB Shady is a minister. His target price, he's doing some manifestation for $1 SHIB. So, I mean, that's awesome. that he's doing that. I'd rather have people come in and say, hey, guess what? I want to take part in this 50-50 raffle. How can I take part in it? What you need to do is spread the word. That's it. Just spread the word. And the more people who come onto the channel, we're also reducing the SHIB circulating supply by 80% of what we get from YouTube channel. If we're making $50,000-$60,000 a month, guess what? 80% of it is going towards the reduction of SHIB circulating supply. And Facebook is doing the exact same thing with us, we're doing the exact same thing on Facebook. So we're even getting less supply. So it's a benefit. It benefits everybody in the SHIB environment, right? And anyone in SHIB, you're getting benefited from it. The raffle gets us there quicker. That's the only thing with the raffle. It just speeds things up big time. I'm Will, your host. Thanks for coming, guys. I really appreciate you guys coming in. We had a little bit of a tiffle there, but the the education on taxes is absolutely founded. Okay, you can write off 100% of your losses against your gains, but you want to make sure that when it gets to your target price, that you're maximizing the amount that you're burning. But you want to make sure you do the burns first, and then calculate exactly how much you're going to have to pay taxes on. Now, in the States, they have different rules, Jason. So, as you may or may not be aware, the longer you hold it, the less taxes you pay on it. Okay, so if it's within 1 to 3 months, they want, depends on which state you're in. So that's the other problem. You have to figure out what state you're in. Well, you don't have to figure out what state you're in. I have to figure out what state you're in to figure out how much you'd have to reduce SHIB circulating supply so that you wouldn't have to pay taxes on it. Because you'd probably want to do it pretty quick. No. You want to reduce the circulating supply and see if people are catching on to reducing SHIB circulating supply that have this exact same target price you do. Because that should drive market capitalization up, right? In theory, it should. Now, that's not always the case. As you can see, right now we're sitting at unbelievable price at 4 zeros 197. Hold on to your party hats. Where are we sitting at here? 1979. Yeah, 4 zeros 1979. 197. Yeah, 1979. $11 billion market cap. Now, I want you to think about this. 55% of it is out of your control. 55% of it's held by the top 40 wallet holders. Now, you think about that. That's like 5.8 billion dollars out of your control. Like, that's a lot of money that's sitting in 40 wallet holders. Now, those are on exchanges, mind you, but remember the first 4 wallet holders are sitting on 28% of the total supply of SHIB. Like the first 4 to 5 exchanges. What about the other exchanges? Exactly. Worldwide. I did have a ban from Russia. I don't know why, but YouTube came back and said that on my statistics on YouTube, that Russia has banned me from uh, Russia. I don't know. I can't figure that one out, but someone can figure that one out for me. Yeah. So not allowed to take part in the 50-50. But the thing is that it's YouTube. It's not the website. It's YouTube. So that doesn't make much sense to me, but whatever. I was like, whatever. Yeah. So that was interesting. So no one can watch from Russia how they're doing, but they can go on Facebook and watch it. It's like, whatever. It's one of those. I I do get it. Do anyone else get it? I don't get it. We are 23 hours away in 30 minutes. 23 hours, 30 minutes away from the next raffle draw. We didn't sell 21,000 tickets this time around. I'm hoping that within the next 24 hours, yes, after I get off here, I'm going to adjust the amounts because right now it's 32,000, so you gain an extra 2,000 per ticket in SHIB. So it gives you more SHIBs. The lower the price gives you more SHIBs, but that also means what, Jason? Less tickets available. Thank you very much. Less tickets available. And yes, we don't have an unlimited supply of tickets. As you probably are aware, if anyone watching the going on the website, I did add right here available tickets. Right, I had to put that in because there's so many people that asks, or there was like 5 people, so many people. 5 people asked, "Do you have unlimited tickets?" First thing you sit there and say, "What? No, I don't have unlimited tickets." But as the price gets closer to a cent, we have a lot more tickets available if the price if the amount stays the exact same. So if the amount doesn't change, or we have more hoarders, people that are holding it and sticking it away somewhere in a vault. That's good and bad when they stick it in a vault and go away. Okay, Jason, your out is over $3, right? So how much of it would you hold for 15? That's the right when you got to think. Okay, if you have 5 million SHIB, just 5 million. That's all I have. 5 million SHIB. It goes to a dollar. I have $5 million. Every cent that it goes up, how much money am I how much money am I winning? Every cent that it goes up. Is it 50,000 or 500,000? That's what you got to look at, guys. 5 million, just 5 million SHIB. Every cent that it moves, how much money are you making? That starts to affect your heart rate, starts to affect your health, because every time it goes up, you have no problem. But as soon as it goes down 2 or 3 cents, that that's a lot of money, right? Like it's an insane amount of money when you think about it. The next dollar that it goes up is $5 million. Every dollar. So it goes to you got 5 million SHIB. At $1, it's 5 million. $2 is 10 million. Right? So every cent has a huge effect on you. 10 cents is 500,000, by the way. 10 cents. So once it gets to $15, guess what the average price jump will be at $15? Anyone? Anyone at all? You're looking at 30 to 40 cents up and down in a day. Yeah. 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 And you can lose $2 or $3 in a couple of days, or make $2 or $3 in a couple of days. Uh, but at that point, she will have a lot less supply. So or you have hoarders. The hoarders are holding massive amounts of SHIB, but they're using it for leveraging. Okay, so they're blending it out to companies or organizations, um, as a sense of security. So it's like it works like gold, right? They're lending it out like gold. So they're making even more money. And then what they do with it is to take it in and reduce the circulating supply of SHIB with it. So it adds more value, because if they're looking at your fiat currency and it's losing money, what they want to do is they want to offset that by giving you something that's worth something and then reducing it so it's even more expensive later on for someone else to borrow. And then they do the exact same thing. But what's going to happen is every single organization by that time will catch on to it. Your $15 will go to $20, your 20 will go to 30. Like it's going to be astronomical, right? Because everybody's going to be doing it. So you have multiple streams of companies that are lending it out to different organizations from all over the planet, and they're all doing the exact same thing because they want to add value where there's no value. So that's the thing. So when you think about it, they're reducing what they're holding, and people don't understand that. They go, well, that was on the market. That's not on the market. what they're doing is they're using this stuff that they're hoarding. They're not spending any of it. They're spending the money that's on the market. So they're taking even more market share away from you and giving and then lending it to you at a profit and then reducing it off the market so that there's less supply. So every time that this happens, there's even less supply all the time. So what happens? Um, you got to start thinking bigger, right? McDonald's when it started as a franchise, everything was a dollar something. Then within 30 years, McDonald's goes to $10 for a family of four to eat in 10 years. That's 100%. That's what? 100%? No, that is 1,000%, right? 10 times their money in 10 years. And then you looked at how many people go into McDonald's and buy food. Well, you can imagine what's going to happen with SHIB once you have that many holders holding it and then dispersing it back into the people. The 1 billion, all of a sudden, there's less and less and less and less supply. So then we have a retraction. It starts a bidding war. Every so often there'll be this massive bidding war for SHIB. That's exactly it. So it gets to $5. It sits in around the $5 to $10 range. Then it fluctuates back and forth a bit. Then it goes to $15, $20. Then it fluctuates a little bit in between. A McMuffin, right? Yeah, when you see the big sign, Jason, 1 billion served, imagine 1 billion served and 25 cents from every single person went to the reduction of SHIB circulating supply from every single person. How much supply would be left in just one McDonald's? And you have how many McDonald's throughout the United States and Canada? Literally hundreds of thousands of them. And they're all doing the exact same thing. 25 cents on every single item sold is going to the reduction of SHIB circulating supply so that it'll drive up even more demand and create more wealth within McDonald's. Right? Like when you start to think about it, you got to think bigger. Because you're like, oh, at 50 cents, it's going to make me this much money. At $1, it's going to make me this much money. But if I have the the whereabouts, I can make a lot of money. Yeah, but how much time do you have left? Because this hasn't happened yet. So how long do we have before this explodes? How long does any of us have, right? And that's the trick. That's why we wanted to do the 50-50 raffle, because it's 1,000 times faster. No, it's 1,000,000,000 times faster once all the ducks get in a row, kind of thing, right? Because it would be faster. It would be a lot faster because it would be astronomical. It wouldn't give the banks. It would give the people the opportunity to take part in it immediately, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to make sure that the people got it, taking advantage of this, rather than the organizations. Why make the rich richer? Help the people get richer, right? The organizations get richer because they see an opportunity and they want to exploit that opportunity to every single person on the planet. They want to take it away from you because they're all very greedy. And what do we know about power? Everybody wants power. They want that amount of power over somebody else. That gives them such a hype over them. We don't want that. We want to make sure that everybody has that opportunity to see it. And how do you make them see it? That's the thing. How do you drive them to it? That's the knuckleballer right there. It's hard for people to see it if they can't feel it, but they have to come in and take part in it to be part of an organization. Yeah, with great power comes great responsibility. Also, power drives what? Determination. It drives corruption, right? The more power you have, the more corrupt you become. Look at our leaders, right? Joe, he knew he should step down long before he's only a one-time president. Everybody told him that before he even took office. You're a one-time deal. What happened? Oh, no, no, I'm going to fight to the end. Yeah, going to fight to the end. So Joe fought to the point where, look at Trudeau. It's the exact same thing. Trudeau's fighting to the end, even though he knows he's unpopular. You have the power to choose. That's awesome, Jason. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you for coming. On that note, Jason, we're gonna do, big shout out to Prince, big shout out to Rowena, big shout out to Wenna, big shout out to Babe's channel, big shout out to you, Jason. Thanks for sharing. That's awesome. Um, yeah, you have the power to choose. Everybody has the power to choose, and we want to choose the right path for the people. So that's why we start the 50-50 raffle, is to make sure that everybody had that chance to take part in it and be part of a huge organization that makes you money. We want to make you money. So thank you for everybody coming. Really appreciate it. We have a great and wonderful show. So thank you so much. Have a great one, guys. Jesus loves you. God bless each and every one of you. We're gonna rock you out. How can I rock you out? Da 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 da. Ooh, there we go. There. Do the Shiba dance. Show me the money. Show me the money. I want to be all ambassadors of Kwan. Show me the money. Thanks for coming, everybody. Have a great and wonderful evening. Jesus loves you. Take good care. We're here to make you extremely wealthy. So come on to the channel. Make sure you share it with everybody that you know. We don't want to leave anyone behind. We want to make sure that everybody has a chance to take part in the raffle. We want to make sure that everybody has a chance to take part in SHIB. Everybody that takes part in the raffle, our hats would go off to you. For helping out the whole SHIB community worldwide, right? This is a worldwide event, not just in your own little hick town or your corner store or your city. Everybody starts to think small instead of thinking big. We want you to think big. Planet-wise, 8 billion people. How many of them don't want to make money? There's not a soul who doesn't want to make money. Not a soul. Everybody's asking for money all the time. Get more and more scammers trying to scam people out of money. They're having space. We want everybody to have a chance to come on and be part of the SHIB community. Thank you so much and enjoy your evening. Have a great and wonderful Friday, everybody. Woo! Celebrate! Celebrate! Close her out. Thanks, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good night. God bless. Take good care. Cheers.